John's vision brought something special to this newsroom. He's really an editor who, in my opinion, sees forests where everyone else in the newsroom sees trees. And I think it's that curiosity, that affinity for really good reporting and good writing that makes John special, that it's a real gift to see the potential for a big story in something that to most of us would just be a nugget.
The shipbreaking story started when we decided to take a look at how it operated in the United States. And Will England, my partner in the story, had just written a story describing the bungled scrapping of the USS Carroll in Baltimore's harbor. And John was really excited about this story and said, we really ought to pursue this shipbreaking industry and take a look at it wherever it operates. Workers were being injured or killed, exposed to asbestos. This industry was in total chaos.
Reading by 9 was an effort begun by the Baltimore Sun in 1997 to boost reading scores among children in Maryland, mostly children under the age of 9. We got into classrooms and watched how they taught reading in Maryland. And I mean, there's probably been 300 stories printed about this topic. There aren't too many people who don't know about this, who aren't aware of it, who aren't saying, yeah, you know, we appreciate the fact that you're highlighting this, and we are trying to do better.
In the world of journalism, the Sun's stories have started to spark attention. 2 years ago, Lisa Pollock's stories about the sons of umpire John Hirschbeck won a Pulitzer Prize for feature reporting. And a year ago, stories about shipbreaking won the Pulitzer Prize for investigative reporting. When your peers recognize your work as being up there where the air is rare, that's having an impact. John's vision makes people stretch, and to think there's one good example that the story about a stage in our lives, a school play staged in Annapolis.
It's a story of a group of high school kids putting on their school musical, the spring musical. Let's go tell what it's like. Let's go tell what kids are thinking and talking about and the pressures on them today. That's really was our hope. Most editors will not going to give you 3 months to go do a story like that or a series like that. A high school musical, you know, you can do that in 20 inches. But here you get a chance to do something a little bit different.
We are here to buy a slave. Before us, waiting abjectly on the baking barren ground, is a sight to chill the human heart. A dozen young boys, their bodies caked with dust, their eyes downcast. We wanted a story that would put readers right in the southern part of Sudan, where all the misery and where all the slave trading and all the suffering is. There are people who will still enslave their fellow man because they feel that, you know, they have the right as superiors to do it.
We decided that we would actually send 2 reporters to the Sudan with $20,000 to see if they could purchase slaves and return them to their families. That's a huge risk, but the reward to the readers is even higher.
John sees kind of what he's after, knows exactly, frankly, what he's after, and is able to inspire people to get the kind of journalism that he would really like the Sun to excel at on a consistent basis. He's particularly good at identifying and hiring terrific young talent, and the Sun has many young, wonderful journalists on it. First-rate work being published on a consistent basis can be very inspiring to people, knowing that if they might probably will get the opportunity to do that kind of journalism.